There's gotta be a cord somewhere. Maybe it's down in here. No?
I'm getting the hang of this killing business. Oh, like that? It's a very difficult and
This should be easy.
So, I'm wondering if you can hear me now. It looks like the mic is being picked up again, so that's a good sign. Gameplay audio won't resume until I'm back on the active screen. There we go! Oh, God. Okay, brilliant. Thank you for your patience. I'm really sorry. You didn't hear me say anything that I said at the start of the stream, so that's a shame. But anyway, thanks, early birds. Welcome in. Apologies for the delays. I spent all of yesterday, far too long yesterday, basically reorganizing my workspace. I've got some new equipment on order. Some of it arrived on Friday. The rest of it won't be arriving until next week. And yeah, loads of stuff in the works, basically. And so at the moment, my setup is a little bit of a hazardous construction site. I can see a multi-box hung, suspended in the air behind through there, literally suspended in the air. That can't be good. It's only being held up by my monitor. Yeah, so it's a little bit cowboy at the moment. A little bit cowboy at the moment. Let me just kind of crackly. The quality is awful. I can fix that. Let me just hear what it sounds like for you. My God. Oh. Is it bad? Audio, but it's kind of dog water. Interesting. Audio is kind of dog water. Correctly. Are you sure? It sounds literally perfect on my end. It's pretty good in small bursts. I'm being told. It's fine now? Audio is better now? Okay. Alright, well, we'll persevere. A little bit crackly. Crackly? Ooh. Oh yeah, I hear the crackle. Yeah, I hear you. Why has this turned into a technical difficulty stream? I knew I shouldn't have streamed this morning. Just knew something was gonna go wrong. This is not an April Fool's joke, by the way. I think it should be okay. Honestly, I can't see any issues on my end, so we'll persevere. And if it turns out to be really, really garbage, then I'll make do. But as I was saying, I have been in the process of upgrading my setup, so it is a little bit cowboy at the minute. But everything is here and working, and it should be working. It's good now. Okay, great. Perfect. Ancient era streaming quality. Stop it, Dylan. I'm crying out loud. Okay, let's begin. Yeah, I think it might have just been a cable issue. I just swapped out the cable and tried it in a different USB port. So, here we go. Looks to be all good. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I really appreciate it. Let's now properly begin. Swapping over to the screen. You won't hear proper audio while I swap. Don't worry, it's fine. Still won't quite, but so I can see. Boom, and we're away. Alrighty. Hello everybody, and welcome. This is Humankind. This is not an April Fool's Day video. I refuse. It's not funny to say I'm quitting YouTube and then not quit YouTube. Just gonna put it out there. Today we're playing something quite exciting. And something I've been meaning to play for a long time. This is how you install it if you want to join me. Go into extras and head to the community tab. then mods, browse mods, and you want to find one called in the browse mods screen. You click that button, it'll open up all the mods. I've already done that, so I don't need to browse the mods. And we're looking for the VIP mod pack, the Vanilla Improvement Pack mod pack. Amazing. Just got home. Dr. Kane. Wonderful timing. Wonderful timing. Brilliant. So this mod pack is incredibly detailed. I've put a link to it in the description. That's how you install it. Let's now play it, shall we? I've not played with it before. I have tested some of its parts, but never played it as a whole. What I'm going to do is chuck some players in. As soon as we're testing it out, we'll test it out on fast. I'm not sure about the balance, so I might just play on Empire. It's kind of my default, I don't know what I'm doing, difficulty setting. Fast, and then we'll want a normal world. And let's just go random world shape and see what we get given. Brilliant. So, as I say, this is the Vanilla Improvement Pack. It is massive. Absolutely massive. And I'm really excited to play it. It's frequently updated. It's one of these wonderful mod packs that I consider to be like really sort of next tier in terms of what it adds, in terms of the detail, the thought, the impact, the energy, everything that has gone into it. Much like the naval combat mod that we were playing, for example, the deep sea naval combat combination, another great one. It really improves the game, and I suspect this will be the same from what I've read. But again, I haven't actually tested it for you, so let's jump in and take a look at the Vanilla Improvement mod pack. Super exciting. Are the Olmecs good in it? Hey, I was looking for your Olmecs. I was actually gonna make an April Fool's Day video with your Olmec mod, but it wasn't there.
What sort of lives?
So I was like, who cares? April Fool's Day videos are lame, and I'm a bit of a fool, and so I would like them. But I think they're lame because it creates this day as a viewer where you log in and you don't get any real content because everybody's just like, I'm quitting YouTube for life and this is why. Or or like, I don't know, just dumb stuff. It's like, it's sometimes it is funny, but most of the time it ain't. And I just think like, why? Just why? Double check. Yep, so there it is, Vanilla Improvement Pack. It's on, it's applied. I just double check. I would hate for something to have gone wrong. And then we'll go play, new game. Let's see who we had in it. None of you. Oh, one or two of you. All right, there we go. See this? I see horse. Olmec gang. All right, this will be my actual. I'm not going to re-roll all the time. I just did that once to make sure that the mod was actually installed because I distracted myself talking about how wonderful the mod pack is intending to be. Seaton is right. I should have stayed. I had a river. It was wonderful. Everybody was partying. It was going to be great. Say lovey.
Our universe.
Welcome everybody who's watching live as well, by the way. Thank you for dealing with the technical difficulties.
Another day.
Liking the video and all that good stuff. Okay,
It is
this
time
will
to
be my
finish
actual
breakfast,
start,
give
unless
a
of course
rouse
this
and
island
sleep,
is only 5 tiles
and leap
wide, but
into
we'll
the
deal with that when we
future.
get to it. Let's begin.
If you
Fine,
learn
straight off the
nothing
bat.
else, you
Could have been
learn
nice
what
with
killed
food,
them.
but that's kind of how it goes. Looks like we're, if in doubt, zoom out right at the top of the map. Okay. Place down an outpost right here, right now. I might just keep having a look around. We'll stick to the high ground. Looks good in terms of resources. So, it's okay. There's a deer which is just yeeting itself out of existence because it knows that I'm going to hunt it down.
Stuff. This simple food.
Back to the high ground. Yes. Okay. Hopefully this sled comes this way. Yes. Yes. I just wanted it to be within range. Oh, cool. And we found Victoria Falls as well. First live stream, love the informative comment. Oh, Prophet, welcome along. Been watching your videos for a long time, happy to finally catch a live scream. Live scream? That sounds about right. Lauren League, welcome. And Prophet96 as well. Go you. You mad lads. Alrighty. Last time we had Victoria Falls, and this time we've got it again. It's uncanny, because it's, should be relatively rare, but that's alright. I feel like settling this territory would be a good idea. I've already got storytellers, so maybe we move through relatively quickly and take a look at what this mod pack has in store. Just go remind me later first, though. Step onto this food. Brilliant. Then we'll bounce this unit over onto the river, so next turn we might be able to settle... Holy, yeah, this is good. Probably look to settle... Actually, maybe this one. One of these two. And then... just insta-resolve that, because we know that we win! And I should probably settle this one as well, I guess, actually, because the influence boost from settling this will be pretty decent. And the gold boost as well, to be fair. It's got to be said. A 5-6 is fairly garbage, but I don't know if it's going to get any better. To be fair. So, I'll pop it down here. At the very least, it'll have one extra turn's worth of production, so I can relocate it later if it turns out to be really bad. But hopefully it doesn't. You've never seen the landmark? Do you have the Cultures of Africa? Because I think it's in the Cultures of Africa DLC, the Victoria Falls. So if you don't have the Cultures of Africa, you might not have seen it. Or you just might not have seen it, because it is actually hard to find. I've just kind of fluked it and found it 2 games in a row. I think there are still 1 or 2 wonders that I've just never found. So they are pretty hard to come by, to be fair. Okay, there's that outpost. This unit only needs 5 more food for another dude. I think I'm just gonna grab this though. 9-7. Again, it's not super fantastic, but this is really nice. And now this unit has to make the tough call on whether it wants to become a nerd or get food. It can actually do both, right? 1, 2. No, it can't. Okay, go get the food then. It'll get a new friend. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Who can run out this way and grab the science. And slay a deer. Amazing. Brilliant. 5 food and 3 influence. A bit odd. Okay, I'm gonna move through. Oh no! A rose by any other name. Look, the Olmec head has actually been buffed as well! No! For once in our lives. Hey, Robert, good day to you too, friend. For once, so this mod just changes a whole load of things. And it looks like it's made the Olmec head a religious district. And changed some of its other yields too. That's a great buff. I like that a lot. Let's just quickly scan through and see what else is going on. The Astronomy House is also a religious district. Cool. Bantu, you're fine. Egyptians. Yeah. Hittites, any love? Phoenicians, they were already pretty good. And Joe's Confucian School is also a religious district. Neat. Huh. What do you reckon? Buffed Babylon, maybe? Buffed Joe? Have a look, see if anyone else changed. Yeah, is a religious district, the pyramids. Okay, right. That's quite cool. I like that. I like that. That's it, I'm burning the garden. That's it. I kind of like the idea of trying either Babylon or Joe. Let's just see if I have any mountains. I won't. We'll be flat because I didn't change it from last time, right? Damn it. Okay, alright, I'm gonna try Babylon. I don't really like Babylon, to be completely honest. But, let's give them a whirl. Adopt.
The challenge. This means
Brilliant.
more than just markets for the Babylonians.
Okay.
It's also the beginning of mathematics, astronomy.
Nah!
set of codified
Unfortunately, I'd really
laws
like to make this one a city
I
first, but it's
wouldn't
just
want to
slightly
be
behind on its
cooperating.
production. I guess if I merge them, it doesn't matter either way. So,
First city
let's grab Baby
constructed.
Long.
Walls, roofs.
The best meme of all time.
The luxuries
and keep
of
exploring.
civilization.
We've got plenty more land to discover. So let's do that. Tempting to get rid of one of these scouts so that Babylon has a dude. I like this. I'm gonna do that. One dude on the food. Its production is awful. We need to get it connected to this outpost as soon as we can. Thankfully, my influence generation is huge. So we should be able to connect it fairly quickly. I'm also going to slay this bad boy while I'm here. I'll opt to do it manually just because it's a little stronger. We're on either high ground or non-river tiles, so we're just going to stay put. Let the big dummy run at us. Yeah, brilliant. And we can actually deal reasonable damage back to it, so let's dogpile it. Aw, feels bad. Either way, there's 20 bucks though, so I can't complain. Kill those dudes to end their turn. Babylon, slowly but surely. Ooh! Here's a fun interaction. The Victoria Falls in a Babylon playthrough could provide me with +10 science on city or outpost instead of +10 money. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna lose all of its industry, so it becomes entirely useless. But I'm keen to see what 5 turns on 24 science at the very start of the game looks like. This is not a good move. Don't try this at home. But that looks kind of funny, so I'm gonna do that. Let's spend 5 turns not growing and see what happens. We'll become technological gods, but really dreadful at everything else.
By building an outpost, claiming territory is
Carpentry,
this easy.
boom.
The trick, of course, is keeping it.
Let's go.
Cool. Daisy chain through these units. What we could do is try and find a whole load of money so that I can actually buy things. But actually, I'm pretty happy to just play through this. 5 turns, become a super genius, and then we'll grow the cities and outposts and whatnot. I can still spend my influence while we wait, and I should. Let's get you lads up there grabbing that outpost. This one has copper. We're yet to find horses, which is a bit annoying. Put the warrior on auto explore so that I don't have to manually do single person. And because I'm still generating a lot of influence, like I say, let's start by just grabbing anything foodie would be nice. +2% food, that's pretty garbage. We do have 2 of them though, so sure. Let's just grab everything. Brilliant. And this
Why
too.
was this even a question?
Kindly.
Let's keep
Influence
it
generation through the roof.
We've been here. It's our
Fishing will
place.
be really good for the harbors. I should use my extra science to get me the most powerful things early, I guess. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually. Let's just go straight to trade expeditions and get across the sea as fast as we possibly can. The one advantage, really, to playing Babylon early on. Let's try and do that. We need nuclear theory by 2000 BCE, damn it. Check those civics again. Oh boy, you're right. I fell into my default, didn't I? I did. I just fell straight into my default. I didn't even read it. Oh, and it's so cool. I need to catch myself and remind myself constantly, yeah. Isolated start, may as well take advantage of the head start in science. Good, good. Glad to see I've got support, broad support. So I've grabbed customary, well, I haven't grabbed customary laws. I've got codified or customary. Let's have a look, actually. Sorry, apologies. I'm confused. Natural right, +5 influence on main plaza. Or the alternative was a -40% on create outpost cost. Interesting. And the other way here, legitimacy, we have +5 faith on main plaza, and it looks like it unlocks and it unlocks feast and holy day. And holy day provides +2 faith on religious district. I would note, of course, that our unique counts as a religious district. That's very cool. That is very cool. And then codified laws is outpost and absorb cost. Very good. Very good. I like the change to the feasts, festivals. That's pretty cool. Okay, baby long. Oh, next turn.
They have a certain appeal, the
Keep up the
Olmecs.
great work.
Be careful that your people
Oh.
don't start liking the neighbors
Oh,
more than
a
you.
rose by any other name. Some say it's the Olmecs. Should we teach them an early lesson they won't soon forget?
Time for your first battle.
Get out of here.
I bet
Oh,
you're
I said get out of
absolutely
here, not
dying
into
to see how your fighters handle themselves.
Let's see who they are.
Life is wonderful.
Impulsive, forgiving
Treat
Frankie.
me and
Quite
my people with
frankly,
respect.
we may run into some early conflict. I assumed, like you, that I would be alone. No, actually. We've got a very close neighbor. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the rear. I think this territory is probably going to be established somewhere around these forests. These forests? Kia ora, everybody. Hey, Block. I will unpin this message. I assume you're finished. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Can I take Babylon off? 2 more turns. I'm getting nervous about it now. It went from being a great strategy to a nerve-wracking strategy very quickly with the discovery of all these Olmecs dudes. Let's push. Let's push. Let's just run at them and see what happens. I've got 2 warriors and a scout, right? Let's see if we can just take San Lorenzo. Can these units get there anytime soon? 5 turns. It's a little slow. I might get these units ready to trade expedition. So we'll like yeet one up that way, and then get this guy to just, I don't know, grab that. Cool. Next turn, Babylon comes off and gets attached. Army composition. Cool. Already a good civic. Trade luxuries with the Olmecs.
I must think.
If you want to pay for it. The idea there was that I try and milk a little bit of cash out of her, and then we take her city. I don't know if we actually will, but we'll find out. Take San Lorenzo. It's at 0 pop. It's at 1 now, of course, but I agree with you, Aaron. I think I should run at it as fast as I can. I can get there in 3 turns, although it looks to be on a... it's like freaking some Lord of the Rings crap or something. It's like on its own hill. Okay. Please, for the love of God and all things holy. Attached to Dom Bay. Brilliant. Let's get everybody on food, because all the rest of these are being converted into science anyway, and we need more population so that we can snowball and sort of scale up afterwards. So that's all good. You can grab that old horde. Nicely done. How far away are we from trade expeditions? Hopefully not too far. I guess I could stick around until I get trade expeditions in the Super Discovery Science 5 million mode. A reminder, of course, this mode is getting nerfed soon. Although, it shouldn't actually nerf the Babylon strategy at all. So maybe Babylon becomes stronger. Probably not. Relatively speaking, maybe slightly, but I doubt it. Okay. I'm pretty poor. But the terrible consequences really suck. But I'm just gonna roll and hope that we hope that we get lucky. It's a bad move. But I don't want to waste anything. Okay, just smash down a harbor up here.
To endless expanses of the
you
vast blue
and you.
seas, great voyages and discoveries. Should have done this ages ago.
And keep on. Oh no, it's at 2 population now. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I think we can still win this fight if I manually do it, maybe. Looks like we're just slightly behind their warrior in strength. But look, they're going to stand on a river. On a low ground river. We shouldn't struggle here. Nice! That's really good, actually, because that's one of their warriors easily patched and dispatched. Now, if I declare war, I'm going to waste 2 turns because I have to step onto the river. Hopefully they have a district. If they have a district adjacent, this goes really well for us. If they don't have a district adjacent, it's slightly slower. Study how it destroys our city for science. Absolutely, Rutra, absolutely. Okay, they're sending... So they've got dudes running around still. They've got a district down not in the snow, which makes sense. I think we just step in. Right? Let's just give this a go. And if it all turns to custard, then it turns to custard. Got a scout there. I can actually bring this warrior back. That is Good. I don't know how it has that much movement, but it does. It's going to get intercepted on the way. Do I have organized warfare? Not even close. Okay, that's alright. Do that up. Merge these in next turn, if we can. And we should be able to. It's only a scout defending. Oh man, if we can pull this. Oh, we got lucky! Yes! If you don't know, the downside is really awful. It's like, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you lose like 15 of every yield and some stability or something along those lines. It's dreadful. I usually just pay up, but because we're doing this weird Babylon on collective minds thing, where it's not producing any money or industry, yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Do still want that copper. We're about to trade expedition. Might bounce this unit back this way. This guy can go out and explore what's on offer next turn. And I need to be very fast on the clicks down here. Go. Oh, I pulls that up, I think. Oh, yes. Okay, they've got one movement point left. Step them up onto this river. And let's take... You won't let me play the Olmecs? I will destroy you. River's kind of a bad spot. Might try and bait them out. I've got the flag, so actually we can just bait them out. I'll keep one unit on the flag, and then I'll keep my units on non-river tiles. And... Wow! Wow, what are you? Heavies, 16. Scout, 14. Warrior, 17. I'm outclassed here. I don't like that move at all. That's so poor. It's because I'm on a river as well. We're both suffering the river penalty. I don't really want to step off the river though, although this tile would still actually be quite a good one for assaulting that flag. Maybe I do. Maybe I try and bait them onto this flag. Alright. Give it a go. They should run for it and be in a worse spot. Yeah, nice. This isn't great for me, but oh, bugger. I was gonna say, if they clear out that tile, that would be... What we should be able to do now is get rid of the dude on the flag pretty decisively. Nice. And then let's get this unit back this way, away from everybody else, and just kind of bait them in and around the flag. I need to grab it next turn. Which is ugly. Really ugly. But I can do it. Okay, we've prolonged the fight. I'm left with a whole load of weak units, is the trouble. And we don't really have any reinforcements in range. Bronze working is going to be completed next turn though. So, let's assume that I can keep going. Oh, hello! Another improvement in the vanilla improvement mod pack. Let's see. So now I have the choice between +6 faith on main plaza and -10 stability on territories if they follow a foreign, or +2 on the main plaza, +3 on the administrative centers. So it's a closer call now. This shamanism would actually be more beneficial for me for once, which is interesting. Although once I take the city, polytheism will be better. I'm gonna take shamanism for a change, because it's actually a reasonable pick. My reinforcements have been intercepted, but that's okay. Looks like the rest of my units took an absolute beating, and without a good tile to defend on, this isn't great for me. If we lose this first wave, we'll try and go back again. They do take a lot of damage stabbing into me, it's got to be said, but it's not going to be enough. They were left with one unit, so we were just slightly underpowered. This fight, I would actually just rather not even take. We'll jump off collective minds, and we'll grab... Shoot. Need copper for a bloody unique. Okay. New plan.
With a first ship,
Just train
you
warriors.
can protect your interests far from home.
Give me
Maybe
2
redefine what
warriors
those
and an
interests
archer
are.
there. You can become a city. Instantly, shamanism was a waste of time. Lol. And take... Guess I should probably get my astronomy houses down, but really we kind of still need a little bit of extra war support, so we'll get you to train a warrior as well. Try and get these two to produce an army between them that's of reasonable strength and character. I'll get rid of the scout. It's outclassed. It doesn't need to be here anymore. And we can get the archer in 1 turn if I swap these dudes over like that, so that's good. Yields here are still really piss poor. The farm will help with that. And actually these luxuries would do, wouldn't they? And an astronomy house would be really nice too, wouldn't it? It's okay. It's okay. If we can win this war early, we will win the game. So let me build another archer. I think that range support's going to be kind of key. And I'll just step these guys out this way so that they can grab the hopper for me. And we might be able to get our unique underway as well. Let's grab it. There's organized warfare. That's really good, actually. There's the copper. Hello, copper. And in that case, get rid of that dumb archer. Give me one of these mad lads. 22 combat strength, guardian, and anti-cavalry. Woof. Woof. Can I get you in a turn? Yes. Get 2 of them. Let's really make sure that this early war doesn't bite me in the ass by making sure that we actually get some spoils from it. The spoils of war. In terms of early stuff to pick up now, ooh, colonies is under conquest. Cool, I like that. A vanilla improvement change. In the classical era, we have the infrastructure that builds infrastructure. That's pretty cool. Let's get our stars by hoovering up all this basic technology now, I think. Seems good. Should have taken the +1 combat strength civic. Oh yeah, I should get that too. It's not too late. Absolutely not too late.
Logical that people
Let's do it.
shouldn't have
Thank
to
you,
do
Aaron.
a job unless they want to.
Forgot that bad boy was there waiting for me. And I should have a reasonable enough army now that we can just kind of roll
This
through. In
emblematic
fact, we're going to have
unit
2
certainly
armies of
appears
3,
to
I
be
think.
ready to leave their mark on something. Or
Back and grab that
somebody.
discovery while we mull around Polaris. Get a little bit of extra food. Think food. Rendezvous these bad boys together. I thought about chopping down a tree while we wait. It probably doesn't matter. Just merge them. And then we've got 1 more popping out here. Ooh, I thought it was going to be next turn, but we don't have the populations because I've turned them all into units. I want to wait 2 more turns. You know, kind of not really, actually, but alright. I'll allow it. Sending in 6 units, but look, San Lorenzo's already at 4 pop. It's like, I feel like I'm not actually producing stuff quickly enough. Let's get another warrior. Bought. No population in all of these cities. Alright. It's not a disaster. Everything's fine. Don't worry, everything's fine. March into San Lorenzo with my newly formed armies. If we can get... I don't know, scare them into submission. I should check the war support as well, because it was an unjustified war, yeah. So we're going to need to pick that up fairly soon. Yep, thank you, my war advisor. Greatly appreciated. Who needs work? Yeah, we could try and flank around this way. I mean, it's fairly, to be fair, it's fairly well defended everywhere. We could siege it here. 1 tile, it's not a river. But otherwise, it's kind of got rivers all to its north and then raised geography all to its south. It's quite a good spot, to be fair. If it weren't for the fact that these tiles are producing literally nothing, I'd be quite impressed with it. Like Chad. Where? Oh, horses and copper, brilliant. Just what the doctor ordered. Let's smash it down turn. Not quite good enough this turn. Sipar, give me something that makes me stronger, preferably. 15 money, 5 food, or 5 industry. I'll go for the 5 industry, I guess. We're a little behind. And, oh look, the barbs are getting in my way. We'll just retreat away from them. We don't need to fight them. Literally no need to fight them. Retreat away. Can't merge these armies likely because retreating army, which is quite frustrating, but that's okay. Oh, I tell a lie. You can. Brilliant. Can they chop a tree too? Yes. Great. Babylon needs the help, so it's actually really great. Polaris, get you another obsidian. Brilliant. You got my, Woof. Okay, so my science stars naturally were completed very easily. We could have gone for the fast move through, but it kind of bit me in the backside last time. I thought we'd wait around. We can get some military stars and stuff that way too, so probably a good idea to hang about. Could destroy that with these guys. But again, I don't really feel like there's much of a need. Let's just bring them back together so that they can move in unison.
An enormous
The pop-ups.
Things
Stop.
that one generation learned can be passed to the next.
Oh, the
via something
pop-ups.
more reliable than campfire
Honestly.
stories.
What? What up? Hey, King. We are about to rain down hell on this vanilla improved Olmec gang. You bet your backside we are. I'm just gonna re-roll because I thought that an insta-resolve against 2 AI units would be fine. So what does this mod have? What does it not have is really a better question.
Now, things that one
This mod is
generation
massive.
learned can be passed to the
I put the
next.
link in the description if you'd like to
via
delve into the
something
patch
more
notes yourself.
reliable than
It
campfire
basically
stories.
improves almost every area of the game. It's really good. But I haven't actually mucked around with it too much myself, so we're gonna explore it together. Okay. Let me manually resolve this, because I'm hoping I can do a better job than what the AI did. The AI lost the fight, so I mean, surely it's not that hard.
All together.
Oh. Speed Racer? Wait, what just happened? Did I just get... Can it just, like... shrug me off? What the?
Yes.
Get around this way so that I'm shielded.
Charge.
I think that Archer isn't alive, but it might be glitched out. Yeah. I think the Archer's just glitched out.
All together. Strike first. Strike. Attack.
Yep. Cool. Okay, we were all good. Phew! That's how that fight should have gone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here until Tuesday. Your description is still about the Dutch. Oh, for crying out loud. Apologies. Let me fix that. The veins of... There you go. It'll be all good now. If you refresh the page and like the video, the description will be updated. Sorry about that. YouTube replaces my live descriptions with the previous live stream or a random live stream every time I go live. So sorry about that. It's fixed now. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know unless I know, so I appreciate it. More Babylonian houses. They're pretty garbage, but I think we... It's growing at a reasonable pace, but I think we should just ensure that we have loads of people.
In
Food,
constructing
spend a little bit of
emblematic
cash.
quarter,
Is
you
a
have
religious
become a
district,
builder
naturally, and
and a
provides 20
creator.
faith.
There is more to
We should
creating
probably
an
start
empire
building
than
that
just
too.
yelling
Although,
orders.
let's not forget, we are actually in the middle of a bloody war. So let's keep fighting. San Lorenzo's down to 2 populations, so they must have trained some units. I think that's actually a good thing for me, believe it or not. I think that'll help with the war, not hinder it. What kind of districts have we got here? 4 science, 12 industry, 9 gold. Garrison, let's go for the 12 industry. Cool. And let's get inventing. We're gonna send in our big bad boys first. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Followed by these guys, but we're gonna let them hang around a bit and heal for another turn. Or actually, I could just splash some cash on them. Splash some cash on them and then use their movement. Yeah. Great. Okay. The Babylonian army marches in. San Lorenzo... I've got 4 more turns until the war is forced to end. So we need to start dealing some damage really right now. I'm gonna walk very cautiously and carefully and try and see if we can find city or something. Go around that way. Good. Okay, that's given us visibility over this river, so we can stomp up here. This is a district belonging to San Lorenzo, so we'll be able to sort of move around in here, maybe, or over there. It'd be really nice if I could stand there, but I'm not sure about these walls. It's quite odd, actually. The distribution here is really odd. This unit needs to get on the river to end the turn. I think, actually, maybe if we... Oh, no, let's just snake it up there. That's all good. Okay, in terms of my techs, I don't know if I need anything else to finish this war. So maybe I just get stuff that looks good. Yes, let's get standing army for the iron and philosophy for the nerd district, because who doesn't love a freaking nerd district? Thank you so much to everybody who's already liked the video on YouTube, by the way. You're amazing and I love you. Thank you so much. We are a third of the way towards triple digits. Whew. Auto fail. Oh dear. Yeah. Auto fail is really what it should be rebranded to. You're right. I just curious. Okay, I think you're right. I think my war advisors are right. Well, naturally. Let's put some gusto behind ourselves. I'll just quickly pass through this turn. Oh, look. We've actually found some more borders. Great. Here's another opportunity for me to aggressively settle someone who didn't ask me to do it. Copper, horses, and arbors. Sweet. This does kind of look like a bit of a spicy grab, so I might focus on this first. Grab the 13 food, 6 production, why not? Sorry, yellow. Oh, get wrecked. Oh my god, it is the Battle of Lake Chad. I will rename this city after Lake Chad, mark my words. Okay, cool, we can just snake right in here really aggressively. Oh man, you should have built a garrison, huh? Okay, let's do what we should have done a long time ago, and get aggressive on this place. Manual battle, yes! Dudes standing in pretty good spots. I've only got 1 archer, which is a bit of a shame, but if we sort of tuck it in the middle here, surrounded by other units, it should be alright. You can actually just walk straight in onto the flag because it's not defended, so this should be, hopefully, a piece of piss. Stomp. Get off the rivers if we can. We don't need to be standing on rivers there. Absolutely not. Likewise, I might sort of... there is actually some value in standing on that one to protect the archer, but I don't actually think it's needed. So, let's not bother. Stabbity stabbers. Can you run through there? Not quite. Throw some extra damage. It's not a very good attack, but I've got the numbers, so I'm going to go for overwhelming superiority. Yeah. Well, these dudes run on the spot. Love that for them. Could step up here. That would be brilliant. So let's try and clear out a spot with this unit. Oh, looks like it's already done. Go you. Sweet. And then we'll use our super buff Guardian Defender of all time, unique, to stab that. You're gonna jump behind the wall and stab this guy in the back while he's not looking. Wonderful. And then again, we'll just dogpile for the finish. And it took us a few turns to pick up the pace, but this is the successful victory over Lake Chad. How good. The War of Lake Chad. We did it. Well, we took one of their cities. Do they have more? It looks like they do, actually. Maybe the show will go on. That's just got me enough war support to just hold on here. Really by the skin of our teeth. Cultural blessing. Ah, cool. Okay, so this has changed as well. Of course, this mod is incredibly comprehensive. So we have monoculturalism +1 influence per number of territories in my sphere, and it unlocks games. We have multiculturalism +2 influence per number of unique types of resources available. I think this is better. This would give me 1 extra combat strength though. But I'm gonna go multiculturalism +2 influence per number of resources. I think that gets me more, notably more influence.
Than pure metal.
2, 5. Yeah, because it's +2 and the other one's only +1 per territory. So I think at the moment anyway, that one's gonna get me more. Give me more. I'm working on a video with some mod recommendations, but and I don't want to mention some and not mention others. This is the difficulty that I'm running into. I can absolutely, if you're looking for other big, comprehensive, sort of sweeping change mod packs like the Vanilla Improvement Pack that we're playing here, I can also really recommend the Naval Improvement mods, the 2 naval ones. I've played them before on stream, they are brilliant. There are some other smaller mods that are really fantastic as well. Small little changes if you don't like the big overarching sweeping change. You can, for example, just get the Natural Wonders Improvement mod. Really simple, it just changes their yields. Avatar The Last Airbender mods are fantastic, particularly the Neolithic era one. I find that one adds a nice spice to the game. The Cultural Super Pack, of course, is another one. Adds like just so many new cultures into the game. The modding community for this game, for Humankind, are really cool, and I know a lot of them sort of personally through the members Discord or just through the nature of the channel. Yeah, that Culture Super Pack by Uncle Two Fire. Yep, absolutely. Another one that is easily recommended. Okay, let's march through and see if we can keep some pressure on here. Probably should have paid to heal you, but we might still be able to. Check the war score.
What can we do together?
Am I still gonna lose this? I better not. That would be pretty.
Over this way. Off we go.
Okay, we've met a new friend or foe. It's the Bantu. Jeez, I thought we were gonna be not YouTube friendly there for a second. Hey, Crusader Kings 3 flashbacks. Oh dear, little Kerr.
You have our greetings.
Yeah, like I say, I'm working on that. Okay. Bantu are feeling very aggressive toward me. Okay, I just need to get victories, right? We need to just force retreats and victories and all sorts of stuff. Quickly upgrade them into swordsmen. And win that fight. And then these units can bounce back into my territory again, sort of down here. Upgrade them. It's gonna be kind of slow, but that's alright. I'll at least go for the heal maybe next turn. I should be able to afford that. Leadership. Okay, this one remains unchanged. The +1 city cap is quite good. And I'll probably need that. So let's grab it. Legitimacy has changed. And I don't know exactly what I want out of it. +5 faith on the main plaza in the capital? That is quite cool. Sure. Get customary laws, because it's a bit different in this mod pack. And like I say, I'm keen to test and experiment with this pack. Because I've only ever heard great things. Oh yeah, I need to also pay closer attention to the ideological axis. So many layers of detail. It's awesome. Let me pillage this, grab a little bit of cash money. There'll be enough to heal one of these dudes.
Tell me, should I respect your dice?
Okay, so I got a +5, which offsets the -4. I don't know where this next city is, so I'm in a difficult spot here. Do I run down and try and find that? Or do I move back this way and just fight them for the points? I have 3 turns. I can probably find it in 3 turns, to be fair. Let's move this way and see if we can find it. Okay, there's a district. Nice. I found it immediately. Good. La Venta. Hardly know her. Let's take it. Thank God. If I'd lost this war just because of poor timing in a hidden city, that would be pretty disappointing. Okay, let's do the old dog pile trick and just get all hands on the ECK. And try and destroy 1 unit. Dab. Dab. Nice. Now we probably want to... I doubt that you can attack through that. So I'm also going to need to sort of move down here. Here's a low ground stab, so let's do that. And I'll get you over here. Why not? We've got 3 more units. I could have brought them in as reinforcements. Kind of figured there's no need. Wow. Yeah, right, go on. Sweet, so next turn we get that, and that is done and dusted. Now, they had a roaming army somewhere around here. I might send these guys up this way to try and intercept, and we'll also, just to say hello when they arrive, look to pump out maybe an archer. Yes. Get people on food and industry. The cities are growing a little slowly, it's got to be said. But that's what happens when you put all of your effort into warfare. So it makes sense. It makes total sense. Harbors, make sure that these outposts at least have some improvement. Speaking of, actually, seeing as I'm playing as Babylon, I'm going to move through to Conquest and get the colonies so that when I start producing some new cities, I'll have that added advantage of having all of the infrastructure from Era 1. It might actually even be worth just burning everything down and replacing it, but I don't really like the flavor element of that, so I might not. Food and production's more important than a defense, because you can always create a defensive position by just adding a few garrisons and having peasants in them. And you won't have peasants unless you have adequate food to produce population. And you won't be able to build units unless you have adequate food and industry. So I would always go for the food and industry over a tactical spot. Because a tactical spot just doesn't... I don't think it carries enough weight if it's a useless city. What's the point in it being tactical if it has no yields, right? What are you defending? Nothing. Okay, bounce around and grab those. As expected, they've made their way to this outpost. They'll probably try and pillage it, maybe? Yeah, 2 turns to pillage. But that should be fine, because we're about to wipe them out. So it should be all good. Stabbity stabbers and stabbity stabbers. Nice. La Venta, mine. Just in the nick of time, I would add. Gonna send Frankie's war support way down, lift mine up, hopefully win us this game. At least win us the start, right? Make up for the fact that I really wasted everything. Oh, they've moved to try and take Babylon in a last-minute surge of aggression. I like it. That's pretty cool. That's a good move. It's caught me completely off guard. Completely off guard. I just gonna need a change after this one. So the peasants behind the walls will be fairly strong. The ones that aren't behind the walls are weak AF. And so they probably need to either just stand still and do nothing, or run away. I mean, hiding in a forest isn't terrible, so if I just move them to the forested tiles, maybe. This one doesn't appear to want to move at all, which is fine. In the round. I'd like to get rid of the archer, because that's a big threat. The horses tend to be less of a threat on balance. This should be okay. Oh man, I even lose to the archer. I think we just stall for time. Let's just stall for time. Unit is kind of stuck, I'm not sure why, but it probably doesn't matter. It could actually have already died. It could be glitched out, maybe. That would be my best guess. So long as we survive one more round, I think we're okay. Looks like that unit may have also perished, unbeknownst to me. But we made it. Woof! Hey, caramba! I mean, we've taken both of their cities.
Debate and discussion.
So long as we don't lose right here, right now, we should be fine. I'm hoping I can reinforce. Yes. Get in! Oof! Man, talk about the skin of your teeth. It's glitched thanks to the UI mapper bug. Ah, good to note. Good to note. Although, not ideal for me right in the minute. Don't look to be able to reinforce either. I'm just gonna have to end the round. Lose it and then take it back, maybe. Out of movement. Yeah, okay, so we lost. What is going on? The war for Chad was successful, but I've lost Babylon, and now I might actually lose this war, despite occupying 2 enemy cities. Oh, hold on. There's a quick win. Right, +5, okay. Can I get another quick win? Here. No, because you don't have any movement. Separ. Can't do crap about it either. I don't know what's about to happen here. This is a very weird situation. I feel like I might be about to lose this war. Despite occupying 2 of their cities. We're about to find out. Let's see. I'll be kind of disappointed if I do, but I guess it's not the end of the world. It'll just turn the war for Chad into a really prolonged conflict. Like, ludicrously prolonged. Army wages. Is this the help that I need? Unlikely. Ah, yeah, cool. So the order, so moving towards there gets me +2 city cap. Or we get the normal liberty bonuses by the looks from moving towards liberty. And then here we have +4 faith, +10% science. Right. Interesting. I'll take paid wages because I'm occupying a couple of cities.
They had best provide a reliable income.
Okay, well, here goes nothing. Will we see Jumbo become a vassal? Asks Pedro. I really hope not. But also, hey, maybe we can, I was gonna say break the knee. Maybe we can unbend the knee, aka break the knee. Let's find out. They don't so? The Olmecs forced me to surrender and I gave them $385 for it. No! Oh, what? Oh, unbelievable, really. Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. How do I come back from this? Oh, Kushal, happy birthday! Wicked! Oh, what? I'm unbelievably disappointed in myself. That's rough, buddy, isn't it? That is really rough. I believe, and I could be wrong, but normally I would get ongoing war support for having occupied cities, would I not? Or maybe that's just not a thing. Or, more importantly, it wasn't enough because my war support was just too low. Either way, I think I think I have to stick with this, right? Like I'm too far. We're too far down in this crab bucket that I have to stick with this fight. And I feel like it might be a good idea to grab a little bit of extra strength by changing culture. Can I attack San Lorenzo straight away? No, because I have no war support. So I can't even declare war at the minute. I need at least 20 until we can fight again. So that's going to take it 10 turns unless we can generate some grievances, which we will be able to do. But either way, there's going to be a little bit of a delay. But like I say, well, what do you think? Do I persevere? Let's put it to a poll. Let's put it to a poll. Forever war or call it a day? And this is something that you may also run into, not just in Humankind, but in Civ and in many other games. Do you fight forever? Do you keep on grinding or not? This is why you don't declare surprise wars. Well, when you declare a surprise war, you will not have as much war support as a formal war. The surprise war lets you declare war earlier. And the risk is you don't have as much war support. So I wouldn't say it's not why you don't, but it's one of the downsides. There's always trade-offs, right? You're trading off war support and a prolonged war for the ability to take your enemy by surprise, I guess. Either way, is it the options are going to be take Lake Chad or SimCity? And I think that describes it well. Hey, thanks, Achilles FTQ. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. We're slowly building up our follower count on Twitch. We're getting close to 900, and then it'll be 1,000 after that, which is wicked. But of course, my heart goes out to everybody watching on YouTube right now. I see you. There's over 50 of you at any given time, and nearly 50 likes. It's fantastic to see. It's awesome. Hey, and I hope also, if I don't get to say it, I hope everybody has a wicked weekend, because it is the start of the weekend, and you deserve to treat yourselves. So make sure you do. One does not give up on Lake Chad. Well, what does one do? Oops, okay, I can do that. I'm told that I should just tweak my game sound down a wee bit. A little loud. So I'll just turn that down to 40. Okay. Still need to take it, but get another city with colonies first. Oh, there is the extra for experts idea. Seaton, I like that a lot. Somebody did their level 4 homework in school. Brilliant. Sorry, I'm just swapping around tabs on the other screen. You might have just lost game sound for a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, yeah, so let's get Polaris, right? 255 influence. So next turn, we pop a city out the back here. Surprise! We could fight them here, but I'm just at a slight disadvantage. So, I don't really want to fight anyone, actually. Let's hoon down this way and try and rendezvous with these units. Rendezvous. Sorry, I hate saying that word properly. Get the early infrastructure. My god, you're gonna need it, because all the peasants just got obliterated. And speaking of which, actually, we should probably train a couple of these guys in Sipar. I suppose we should. Oh, and I think we should also move through cultures and forego the extra fame, because I don't take these cities quickly, I'm going to be shite out of luck. So let's have a look and see if we can find someone spicy. Actually, maybe the Greeks. The hoplites are a pretty easy grab for me, particularly following through with such a strong science game from Babylon. You know how I feel about the Greeks, but it could actually be worthwhile. I think the Axumites are really powerful and often ignored. We played the Carthaginians last time. I'll put them to one side. The Celts look to have some stuff changed around them. Minus 10% on farmers' quarter industry costs for the rest of the game, and plus 2 food. And then, oh, maybe I need to just surge up food so that we can actually have enough populations to train an army. It's also worth noting this unit is very powerful because it requires no upgrades, no combat penalty from damage. Garamantes, might ignore them. The Goths, who I've always ignored. We're going to keep ignoring them. Huns, no thank you. Morians, not a terrible pick, but maybe not quite what I'm after. The Mayans are brilliant. The Persians are always very fun. The Immortals might scratch that same itch. Maybe. What do you reckon? Take like Chad? You're right. It was a skewed poll, wasn't it? It was a skewed poll. Maybe go militarist, yeah. Or maybe we just go... the Goths, though? I don't really have the populations to level. However, the plus 30 war support would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Is this a Goth play? No! It can't be. I really don't like either of these militarist cultures. The Immortals need iron. I do have iron. Yep. You can tell because it's the little resource icon, the prerequisite down there isn't redded out. Whereas if you look at, say, the Huns, you can see I don't have 2 horses, so I can't build that. So yeah, we can definitely build the Immortals. They would scratch that same itch. We'd get Expansionist, which doesn't really provide the militarist bonus that we need, so it might not be worthwhile. And of course, we also have the Romans, who are maybe better than any of the militarists. Because they kind of have militarist traits and a militarist unit, right? So maybe they're my militarist pick. For me, I think it's between a militarist, which I'm going to call the Romans, the Celts for their incredible food and cheap, powerful unit, and the Greeks to move through into the hoplites really fast. Likewise, a unit that I can build very easily because I already have the copper. Persian unique trade? I'm hearing from Aaron in the chat. Yeah, their +1 city cap's really good. I mean, stability on city right outpost, also handy. Nice to scale up. I think I'm gonna go... Oh my god. I think I'm gonna accidentally right click. No. I think I'm gonna go for the Celts. Pick Scotland? I'm gonna go for the Celts. Reason being, because I've been so focused on building units, and some of them have been lost in the fight, I'm really low on population, and we're going to need more population to keep this gravy train rolling. So, let's do that. Let's not claim a wonder, because as you've rightly pointed out, building a new city is going to be absurdly powerful. So, let's do that. Let's use its agrarian ability to steal some population from my neighbor as well. Another... Oh, yeah. We didn't think about that, did we? There's an extra for experts. Who needs a militarist when you can just use the agrarian ability to steal everyone and then take the city while it's got no population? You know, I've actually never considered that. It's such an aggressive ability. It's ludicrously aggressive. Yeah, the Persians weren't chained. Persians weren't. +2 city cap on the base game. Oh, cool. Feel like +1 and stability better. I reckon +2 is probably better. Oh! Yeah, actually, with the rest of the changes, I think you're right. Okay, so that agrarian ability, wow, I've blown my own mind here. That agrarian ability is actually a very aggressive ability in some instances. Here's an army I've prepared earlier. Now, the swordsmen will be able to upgrade. They'll actually lose, well, they won't lose combat strength. They won't really gain a lot of combat strength, but they will get the promotion, no combat strength penalty from damage, which I think is really good. So let's claim this territory while we're here. Maybe we even make this into a city, seeing as my city cap is begging for it. I don't have the war support to declare war, but grievances have been triggered. We're going to be able to declare a surprise war very soon, and I think we're going to be able to sneak this city out thanks to the agrarian ability in a crazy way. We're about to find out. Some instances, it was always aggressive, I suppose. But if you don't have an army, it's not, right? If you're sim-citying, then there's no real aggression. It's more just kind of like a pain in the backside. But this time I've really... What I should say maybe is I've used it much more aggressively. Maybe that makes more sense.
March. We'll keep an eye on things.
Jingle jangle? Great. Cool. Yeah, we love music. Brilliant. Okay, you get back here and defend Babylon, the capital city with no population to show for itself. And let's just get Babylon its tree and stuff. Poor Babylon. Look, it's really suffering. And it's also really jealous. Yeah, burn it down. Let's burn it down. Stuff it, right? Who cares? Let's do it. Hero Dracon, thank you for subscribing with your Twitch Prime subscription. I believe 3 months in a row. You're fantastic. And Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is like, damn it, another person using their Twitch Prime. I rely on them not using it. So thank you. We all thank you. Okay, I'm terribly bankrupt as well. It's got to be said. Let's convert some of these populations that I've stolen into trees and then eat them, right? Brilliant. Should I convert 2 more? Yes, I think we should, because that way we're growing in 1 turn, even without people working food, which is fantastic, because then we can focus in on something a little bit more spicy, like the forge and the pottery workshop, and get this place really rolling. I don't think I even need to build any more units here, but we'll see. The festivals actually have real value to them as well, which is very cool to see in this mod pack. I like it. San Lorenzo, without a single population in it, and we're gaining... See if I can generate some grid here. I'm going to demand that they stop oppressing my people.
Well, don't pay.
And then I'm going to refuse their demand. It's going to surge war support upwards. Grant me 5 war support by withdrawing that demand. I'll demand this one as well. Continue to add more war support. You can see we're gearing up for the surprise declaration next turn on an undefended San Lorenzo. Very good. The poll is heavily in favor of taking Lake Chad, it's got to be said. Have I researched Conquest? We're a long way off. We're a long way off. And I've burnt down the capital. Yeah, that's a problem. Looks like I'm rebuilding the capital. What we'll do is we'll rebuild it as an outpost, but not a city. I'm going to take some cities down here, so I will be at my city cap, so maybe it's not the end of the world. I will admit, though, bit of a noob move. Lucky it was a 0 population city with no districts. Alright, let's move through and grab these cities then so that I'm not wasting time. They want me to give them that. I refuse. They've instantly declared war on me. They are the aggressor now in this combat. Love it. Let's move on San Lorenzo. We can actually move on at this turn as well. Brilliant. Can we? Insta-resolve, insta-success. Wham, bam. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Okay. Now, can I defend... So, I don't need to defend that city anymore because it's an outpost. Which is nice. This one now needs to be defended. So, let's hone this unit this way. And get it a... I guess we still just go with the forge and all this kind of crap. Walls would be nice first though, maybe. Like, queue up the walls. The heck? Best followers, primes, and view... Oh, nice. A Twitch bot. Love it. Love it. Get out of here, you stupid bot. Where's the emojis, though? Where's my stupid... Where are my stupid emojis at? I said I wasn't going to train any more units here, but I will just train 1 more. Sorry, Sapaz population. We do love you, but we're going to have to sacrifice you just for the time being. And we'll just move straight down and take Laventa as well, yeah? Cruising for a bruising. Let's do it. Straight down. It's going to take 3 turns, but that's all good. Hopefully this marauding army isn't strong enough by the time I get these dudes down here to defend this poor city. Oh, what are these? Rebels? Babylonian rebels. Wow. What a time to be alive. This world is just utter chaos. Ah, the early fight. I can't believe it. Okay. You also get your backside over there, please. Get this territory a harbor. Bounce. My yields are really suffering while this war keeps going, so I would really love to get it wrapped up. Sapar, I think I need even more units. Apologies. Do one more before you get your tree online. Could attach something to it, I guess, while we wait. Sure. Help it grow. Seeing as I don't have this city at the minute. Makes sense. Probably don't need anybody on food because the food production is outstanding. Put them on science so that we can get colonies researched a little quicker. Well... yeah, let's put loads of people on science. We can get it in 3 turns, which is great. And then I can start building some better cities. Now, meanwhile, Lake Chad has been captured, but Laventa still taunts me. So let's send these units down. Should really merge them into one. I'm not sure why they're so separately like this, but that's okay. Maybe it makes us look more scary. Whoa, they've got a lot of armies. What should we do? Sapar's 4th defender has arrived, nearly. Nearly. That should be good enough. Looks like they're sending units back down this way. They could take San Lorenzo while I'm not defending it, and then we'll end up in this weird back and forth. However, they're actually about to lose this unjust war. So, I think the timing is going to be perfect. Last time the timing was against me in every way, as you may remember if you were watching 20 minutes ago. This time, I think the war score timing is going to go the complete opposite. I think we're going to be able to seize these cities before they can do anything about it and conclude the war. A war, which I would add, they did technically unjustifiably declare against me. So taking the Temple of Artemis if we can grab this city, which is quite fun. Oh, Satan. The reverse logic. Burning down my capital may have convinced the AI that I was weak. Smart play? Yeah, it turns out it was a big brain play the whole time. This time witnessing the glory live. Oh, welcome, Tara Jim. Love to hear it. I love to hear it. What is the downside of being bankrupt? Yeah, generally it's not too bad. Your other yields will start to decrease. You can see, if you have a deficit, you'll start losing stability. And then once you start losing stability, you'll start to lose influence generation. That'll be the first one to fall off. And then, of course, you run the risk of rebels appearing if your stability is below 30%, which it is in this city. So, well, this is an occupied city, so it's a bit different. But when a city is mutinous, as you can see, this one is, when it's below 30% stability, you'll be generating no influence from the population, and rebels will appear instead of your populations. So, not only are you in a gold deficit, but you're in a population deficit. You've got aggressive military units spawning, and you're in a huge influence deficit as well, potentially. Honestly, not the end of the world, though. To be honest, like, it matters, but it doesn't. I argue it doesn't quite matter as much as everything else, particularly in the late game where you can have civics that, well, in the base game, I'm not sure about this mod, but in the base game, you can have civics that kind of ignore a lot of the penalties. And it ends up not really mattering. But in the early game it does, of course, because influence is arguably more important. Okay, so we're close to victory in the war. We're occupying 2 of their cities, but looks like not all of them, because of course they've expanded. San Lorenzo has become a rebel city! Cool! This is wild! Okay, the good news is we're forcing them to surrender. I can't take San Lorenzo because it's just flipped to a rebel city. Which is not the end of the world, of course, because I'll be able to take it back. So let's just use all of our war score to take La Venta, not the Zapdos, and force that surrender. Thank you, Olmecs. That will teach you. That actually also may have worked in my favor, conversely. Maybe. We'll see. I'll merge these armies together in my new city. Hoi hoi hoi. There's 4 of them, so we do still have a little bit of an army, and then we'll go and see if we can take San Lorenzo. I dare say we won't be the only person trying. Units will start deserting. Yeah, I mean, I guess they've gone the approach of your populations will start deserting and turn into rebels. In a way, it's kind of the same, but you're right, not quite, because you don't lose your standing army. There's just a rebellious standing army that appears using your population. So it is a bit different. I actually quite like the idea of that mechanic, of your populations leaving your city, leaving their jobs, and turning into aggressive military units against you. I think that's pretty, I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I could use my aggressive agrarian ability. Let's do it. Om nom nom. La Venta has some populations now that we've just sort of forcibly resettled. But that's alright. Animal barns in the forge. Yes. And then Iron? I'll destroy 2 of those populations to get the animal barns done as well. Kind of like free animal barns, so why not? 1 turn away from the colony blueprint, so we can rebuild the capital better than ever before, which is great. Get these units first and foremost nice and close to San Lorenzo, though. No, don't you even think about it. You are not taking back San Lorenzo. It's gonna be mine. They'll be after it. They'll absolutely be after it, because why wouldn't they? It makes perfect sense. Get walls in La Venta because I feel like there could be another aggressive stab against me anytime soon. It's low on stability, but it is recovering, so I guess I'll just use this time to help it recover. Oh, interestingly, the public fountain has changed too. Look at this. This is so cool. I'm like constantly discovering things that have changed and naturally been improved. Let's have a look. So the public fountain now gives plus 10% growth gain and minus 5% growth loss. Awesome. Really cool. Instead of the default, which I think is what, plus 10 stability or plus 15? Something like that. Something along those lines. Okay. Independent peoples. Has this one changed? Yes, it has. We get a minus 10% unit upkeep on units, so we get slightly cheaper units as well as cheaper higher army costs. So it's just been buffed a little bit on the mercenary army side, and I like it. I'll probably choose that. Okay, now we've got Conquest, so my noob move, maybe secretly big brain play, has been justified. Let's get Fortification so that my peasants are stronger in Hydrology. And then Imperial Power, because that'll set me up for a feudalism move. And let's rebuild the capital with 530 influence, so it's going to be a hot minute. But now, I guess I'll just improve that iron and we'll wait. We're making 119 influence at 2. No, it's got to be said. We're probably doing alright. Let's try and get some trade going with Little Kerr. Must resolve ongoing demands first. Convert to Bantu Shamanism. If I refuse this, are they going to fight me? They better not. Oh, they didn't. Okay, good. Now, let's trade. Thank you. Oh my god.
Hear my proposal.
What other
Great.
option do we have?
A first trade link.
Let's do
So
it.
many interesting
What?
questions arise. Barter or currency? Exchange rates.
Man,
Tolls and taxes to fill
look
your
at these gemstones. They better be playing as a merchant culture. I feel like the Aksumites would have been a really great pick there, but that's okay. So, seen that symbol before. Good. Okay. Got another event here on the not capital. This on combat streak, probably not needed. Also, I don't think learning is needed. Let's go bountiful. And take get the mighty San Lorenzo. Yoink. There was no one even standing in it, so it was a fairly easy take. We could also kill our rebels and get some stuff out of them. Cool.
A new
20 food out of that district. It's incredible.
Time will tell.
There's 21 food over there.
Hopeless or history.
It's a triple territory city. It's insane, actually. And you know what? It kind of worked in our favor almost. That it flipped, because then it wasn't included in the war calculations. So I didn't have to spend any war score on it. And I was able to take it for free because it had no populations in it. This has been a very odd game where some very odd things have happened. Some of them have screwed me over, and some of them have really worked in my favor. It's gotta be said.
With 5 farmers' quarters, this one city must have more farmers than most empires.
And walls provide stability. Yeah, that is even cooler, Aaron.
Mobile and militarist, the gods.
I don't think I want to claim any wonders because I'm saving up to rebuild a new beautiful city, so we'll just ignore them. And to be fair, I mean, managed to hoover up a few down here anyway. Knowledge authorities looks unchanged to me, and I don't want to buy any civics right now, so we'll just hold off. Plus 15 stability and plus 20 fortifications. Yeah, so walls are good. Very good. I reckon I can probably get away without them just for a little bit low. So let's instead check through, make sure none of this infrastructure is like secretly super overpowered. I'm just like missing out on it, because that would be a shame. Looks like generally it's unchanged. Ooh, golden emblematic district. I'm a little bit short on cash. Might go for the district play though. We kind of need more tiles to stand on, really. So let's get 1 food and 1 industry. And actually 1 science as well. I never build early science. Let's get 2. Nice. Because I've taken San Lorenzo, that's increased the cost of that city. So maybe I want to burn another one to the ground in the meantime to make the cost cheaper. Or just say, let's keep it. I think I'll say that. Clear out my rebels, hopefully earning me some military stars in the process. Oof, jeez. They're a tough earn, but we're in 2nd place now, so we are starting to make some gains, which is brilliant. I really don't have a lot of money, so I can't enact a huge number of these trade routes.
I have trouble recalling who you are.
On industry per worker per marble, and extra stability. That looks good. Salt, though, a great food one. So let's give the people some food first, so that we can have lots of people to work a lot of jobs. I guess we just keep marching on these rebels. I mean, I've got the standing army. We might as well use them. The rebels that way to take, and some chariots this way to destroy. Insta-resolve, insta-success. It should be a safe insta-resolve here, because my units will use the walls and stuff to their advantage. And even though it was a should be, it looked like it was. Can we also claim this outpost, please? I'm gonna plop it down there and then relocate it later. We're gonna build a harbor in Lake Chad. Brilliant. And let's go punch some people in a card. Start with these 2, maybe.
People be an ally
try and sort of pick them off
barrier
rather than jumping straight in.
Their future may not be in their hands.
And I'll do the manual just to be safe and secure.
No mercy.
Good. 1. Looks like we are just going in on all of them anyway because they sort of reinforced, but that's fine. We'll even be standing on the river, and I'm not even too phased about that, to be completely honest. Just go out there and destroy these weak archers. There's Trezeptos, which I mean, it only has 5 population. We could probably steal them with Leventa, which just took 6 population. We'll finish off its walls with them. Nice. Can I get that with them as well? Yes, I can. Good one. Let's get another one of these trees with them. Fantastic. Maybe an industrial district, or maybe a Temple of Artemis. Or a freaking holy site. Let's do it. And I think this should be a piece of cake. See you, Chief. Up here in Rigel, not to be confused with Nigel, let's bounce them over this way. And see if we can find some new world, I guess, because the Olmecs took a piece of Lake Chad, which I'm kind of salty about. We might have to deal to that. The Agrarian ability still take from your own neighboring cities too? I believe so, unless it's been changed in this mod pack, then yes. Late AI turn. The mod that stops simultaneous turns. Interesting. Hola, amigos! Hey, Naderade! Just stopping by to leave a like. I appreciate that very much. Hope you have a great weekend, my friend. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I mean, this is kind of garbage. I think I'll save my influence now, so that I can actually upgrade and get that extra city like I've been saying I'm going to do for a long time and not doing.
Other empires are nervously wondering.
Check my stars in reasonably priced cars. It's really the Agrarian stars that we desperately need. So let's continue to focus on food. They're my gold boys, so please and thank you kindly. And yeah, let's do the same thing here. Keep building that farmer's quarter. I won't expel any populations. We're growing one per turn, so it's totally fine. I'm not gonna buy a wonder, like I say. I'm just gonna try and save up and actually do this. Let's jump into the water. We've met a brown player. I've got a little bit of cash money, so I can bounce back over here to the trade, get more salt to try and get my people stars.
We welcome this opportunity for dialogue.
Anything cheap here? The marble is. I'll grab that. Sweet. Slowly start reducing our reliance and dependency on the yellow player so that they don't try and take my situation over here. These units are going to go and see what the hubbub is with brown, and these guys are going to insta-resolve, insta-success, and get me symbol military stars. Yes, sir. Nice. Could move through to the next era. I'm going to end the Take Lake Chad poll. 82% of YouTube voters thought it would be a good idea, and my god, they were right. You were so right. Huh. Cool. Do I want to bounce through immediately? I don't think so. I think we can afford to hang around and recoup some of our fame. But I am just going to quickly scan through. The Franks look interesting. A buff to their research quarter construction. Teutons. Man, it's been a hot minute since I played the Teutons, actually. Woof. The English? Yeah. The Mongols? No thank you. Swahili? Played them last time, they're brilliant. The Umayyads. Ah, yes! So the Umayyads no longer rely on alliances. They receive +3 science on religious districts. They could be a really fun play for a change. They could be a really fun play. Religious districts, of course, the Babylonian emblematic district was religious. So too is our Celtic tree. So some potential good yields out of there instead of a crappy reliance on an alliance like they normally are. Religious rights has been nerfed, -20% on religious district cost, +3 gold on holy sites for each adjacent district. Ah. Cool. Or, although of course this applies to loads of districts, so I think I'm still gonna grab that. But that's a close call. I like the making money from holy sites early. Something that's quite hard to do in the default game, really. Fairly difficult, anyway.
Becomes one of the giants, astride the globe.
Imperial power done, Aerostar
What
done.
will you do with this power?
Please. What have they got? 23 attack chariot and an 18 strength archer. My units are much stronger. I'm gonna fight them. Stand on the high ground, defend the weak boy. Looks good to me. Actually think you were on a river, but apparently you are. Never fear, for the archer will perish in one. Nice. And I don't know if the horses are even going to come and do anything, but I don't care because the flag is mine, so we can just stall that out, take out their archer, and call it a freaking day. Apparently that's a rule that Twitch doesn't enforce for affiliates more, so I'm told. And I talked to a couple of other creators, and they told me the same thing. So thank you for your concern. YouTube has no conditions over it, and YouTube is always going to be my sort of primary place. So YouTube's fine with it. Twitch doesn't enforce it for affiliates. Thank you for your concern, but I think it's all good. A rising star? Where? Yes, but if I wanted to be a partner, then it would be an issue, is the best advice that I've been given from multiple sources. And that would be more of a serious consideration for me, of course, because if you become partnered with Twitch, they really favor exclusivity, whereas YouTube's like, go for it, stream where you like, you do you, it's a free world. And I love that, because usually YouTube is the opposite. Usually, their terms and conditions are more restrictive. But when it comes to multi-streaming, they don't care who you are. And oh, actually, that's not true. There are 1 or 2 people who have signed very exclusive contracts with YouTube, I believe. But I mean, it's not me. Okay, let's end these turns. Roll, roll, roll. Brilliant. And I guess just take this. No. Stop. I need to rebuild my city. We're in first place for fame, which is brilliant. Yeah, the TLDR is Bezos doesn't give a crap. Unless you're a partner, in which case they very much give a crap. But I personally prefer the YouTube partnership anyway. If I was forced to choose, I wouldn't take Twitch. If I was really forced to choose. But thankfully, we don't live in a world where that is the case. For the time being. Okay. Do I want to just buy a whole load of crap in San Lorenzo? Probably. But I can see I can use my Agrarian ability again. So if I mouse over this, you can see it's taking 1 from Trizaptos, 1 from City Neopolis, 1 from my city, San Lorenzo, and then 2 from Avaris. So it actually makes a lot of sense to do it down there in La Venta. It costs me 160 influence. I might just hold off again in light of trying to save up my influence. And play it safe. They took a card while I had my back turned, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, to be fair, I don't really need it. I'm already going to be over my city cap when we rebuild this new city, so it's probably okay. And I'm not sure what to do with this army now. Because I feel like there's going to be war on all sides. Let's ship them down this way to this city and try and beat up these barbarians instead. And with the magic of time and television, I should now have enough influence to finally rebuild the capital and hoon up a whole load of stars. Yep, brilliant. The question is now, though, do I want to move through the next era and skip that colony blueprint altogether? Because now I can move through and get feudalism in 4 turns and have all of this infrastructure. I think I do. I think I kind of missed the boat on conquest there. And there's probably no point in sticking about. We can get the first tenant unlocked. That one's been nerfed. That one's been nerfed. Influence on mountain. 25% experience and reduced upkeep. That's nice. That one stayed the same. That one stayed the same. Interesting. So the 2 goodies have been nerfed a bit. I'm still going to take Respect the Seas bounty, I think. It's for the extra food. And like I say, I think what we should actually do is move through eras now, because I'm in first. Or no, actually I've changed my mind. Stuff it. Let's hang around a bit longer, get those stars. I do need them. And build the colony blueprint capital city. Welcome back. It's good to have it back. Let's quickly try and rebuild it as fast as we can. It doesn't start with all of this new infrastructure, but it looks like it has started with most of the old. Question mark? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Plop, plop. Get rid of some population out of here to build these districts quickly, and then I can use the Agrarian ability to pump up the pops if we need to. But while the population is low, it can be a good idea to add a little of extra districts. Do I want to sacrifice people out for it? I do actually. Keep them to. Don't need people on food because we have a huge amount of food thanks to all of our upgrades and improvements and blah blah blah. On industry on makers quarter per adjacent farmers quarter. That is cool. On industry per workers and plus 2 worker slots. 5 turns. Right. Okay. That's neat. I like that. Build another harbour on Lake Chad. You bet your backside I'm going to. We're gonna make that our top priority, actually. And mounted warfare. Fan-freaking-tastic. Why do we choose the Celts? There were lots of reasons. Desperately needed food to train military units because we were in the middle of a war. I used their agrarian ability to snag all of the population out of a city, which left it undefended, and then I was able to take it for free. It was a circumstantial pick. But they're also, to be fair, a pretty strong culture. Gotta be said. Kind of ignored, I feel. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like they're just kind of slept on a little bit. Okay, the Lighthouse of Alexandria seems to have been changed a bit. Plus 2 movement. Combat strength on naval unit, plus 5 vision range, plus 20 stability. Muslim of Halicarnassus looks unchanged, definitely. Maybe for the most part these are somewhat untouched. Pyramid of Geese, yeah, that's untouched too. Right. Religious tolerance, usually one that I would ignore. And I'm going to keep ignoring it for the time being. Let's fight some dudes. Shoot, they're in Olmec territory. Okay, let's fight some dudes. Great fight. Might just hold the line. Chop down some trees. Good. And let's get a freaking harbour down because food and science is brilliant. Shoot a whole load of people out of Laventa to get that one done. That will let me redistribute people away from food and onto other jobs. And the capital Chad is going to use the Agrarian ability to just bolster its population up a bit too. Nice! Now, I should probably finish some of these wonders. Get you doing the Temple of Artemis. And you... I mean, splash a bit of cash. You can also do the Temple of Artemis. We'll try and get this crap tidied up. Luxuries with the Gadamantes.
This will be a blessing for all parties. Yeah. I accept. We seem to be riding away.
Buying some more of these too. Something I've been sort of sleeping on a little bit. Of course, it's so useful for the stability, but the other yields are fantastic too. Trade is brilliant, and I don't believe it's been messed with too much here. Like the return on investment still looks very good, which it should be, of course. How are we doing on our religion? So I can see that we've got a hot mess. Yeah, I mean, we're dominant. We're dominant in some places. I think once we get the holy sites rolling, it should be a bit better. Garamante's clothes.
This?
I like the yellow undergarments. Very bold. Insta resolve, insta success. Did I get any military stars and have I finished my stars? No, we desperately need populations to get these gold stars. Although, I am already in first, so maybe in the spirit of the mod pack, let's embrace the madness. I really want to try out the Swahili, so let's say, who cares about the fame? I should be doing okay. I won an early war, fairly aggressively. Let's take the Umayyads, but continue to be aggressive so that we don't let players that are coming up actually challenge us like they did last time. The Umayyads have been changed considerably. They give +3 science on religious districts, and I like that a lot. I'm gonna try them out.
Glorious. Glorious.
Trade luxuries with you.
Let it be so.
You can give me more money, absolutely. Yeah, the Agrarian ability is secretly the greatest militarist ability of all time.
Wisdom and technical innovation. As far as innovation goes,
People of
the
Artemis
Umayyads
might count as an
were
Olmec
famed for
holy site.
mathematics and medicine.
Harass is unchanged.
But I have to say that their cities as well.
It's wicked. And so far, Dr. Kane, Dr. Train, changes are awesome too. I gotta say, really, really deeply, thoroughly impressed. It's a religious district, so yes. Holy sites being produced as well. And we have our unique +3 science per number of attached territories. +5 faith is a religious district. Pretty cool. We've got the stone rings and an obelisk. Yep. I should also likely attach Rigel to the cap. Oh no, they don't border. Yeah, that's alright. We'll attach Rigel to Neomosis. They're literally one tile adjacent. Which is actually quite good because we can do moves like this. And I'll shoot 5 people out to just finish that as quickly as humanly possible. It's also tidy up these. Actually, I wonder if I can just find this holy site and just say, hey, everybody, do the thing. 1 turn. Yeah, great. And then while they do that, we can make sure that their extra population is nice and tidied up. Up there's going to be good because of the strategic resources. Yeah, this one's kind of garbage. Put it there. Maybe we get to that iron eventually. I don't know. Capital Chad, San Lorenzo, City of Neapolis. I will take the Grand Mosque still. Again, adjacent to each other, which is... Look, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of sexy. Let's place that down there and stop talking crap and call it a day. Round 2. Yes. Good. Agrarian ability is basically inviting defectors. Yeah. It's stupidly good. I love it. Are there any other ways that I haven't considered it, I wonder? I'd never really considered it to be quite that aggressive before. Not really. I mean, I guess the other obvious thing is you grab the populations and then you immediately expel them to build districts quickly. So I suppose you could also argue it's slightly also a really aggressive builder builder ability in a way. If you'll allow me to sort of stretch it a little bit, I think that makes sense. No? It's incredible. I'm in love. Do I want to use my scientist affinity? Not really, actually. I feel like we're kind of doing all right. I need the +1 city cap though, so let me move towards that now. And you lads can finally take this as well. Yoink. Get a nice harbour down, 14 food. You've got quite a few boats over there. It should be fine. Grab the puppy. And the salt. 2 things that suit me. Hey, Marco! Transcending works different than just giving you more fame. Yeah, it's underpowered. It's underpowered. Not because the fame bonus is bad, but because the opportunity cost, what you miss out on. by not taking 6 extra traits, 6 extra emblematics, and the dynamic ability of changing your cultural affinity to adapt to the map. Yeah, it's in my opinion, it just doesn't stack up. Plus 10% fame. And then, to take it even a layer deeper, because you haven't chosen a new culture and picked up those new strengths, or picked up those new traits or whatever, you're less likely to earn fame. And so even though you're earning a bonus 10%, your base fame generation will be less because your yields will be less. So I feel like it might actually even not match it on that level, let alone the obvious opportunity cost. I don't know. I'm not a fan of transcending. I'm really not a fan. But I'm still yet to complete a proper transcend only run, so maybe I should try before I buy. I feel like we should get another civic because we haven't got one of these in a long time. +1 science per trade route is pretty spicy, so I might just grab that. While we're continuing to use our money to build up more trade routes, it makes sense. Speaking of, I'd like to start getting some gemstones. These are going to generate me more money. Transcending is just objectively bad. Yeah, I really can't see an argument for it to be good, particularly not at scale. Maybe, you know, maybe there's like a one-off where doing it for one era could be okay, but I don't think so, Tim. I don't think so. Okay, I want to find some more rebels to fight, and there are actually some down here, so kill these units. Guard's still really plagued with them, but I might go and find these green borders first instead. To Soth. It's got 2 strategics, so it might be a good science island.
You have built a city spanning more territory than your ancestors.
And actually, we should take a look at some wonders now too. Now that I've got a whole load of extra influence. Angor, what? Is glorious, as we know. Have a look around. Forbidden City, plus 25 war support increase when going to war. Great Zimbabwe for my extra money. Great Mosque for the extra fame. Kind of wish I chose that last game when I didn't. But I think we should probably double down on the religion. +1 influence per number of trade routes out of Todaiji. We don't often build it. Let's do it. Sorry, Angkor Wat and Notre Dame. You're being pushed to one side in favor of Todaiji. Doing something with stability, yeah. More resistant from cultural pressure. Notre Dame, son! Okay. I don't have overwhelming superiority here. Like, I don't actually win this fight, so maybe we just look at them? I mean, they are peaceful, so we could actually just walk past. Do it. Walk by. Just say hello and keep walking. We could come back and fight them later, maybe. I don't really love that horse being there, but I suppose it's no great threat. We've really done a great job at just cutting the Olmecs down the middle, which will severely weaken them. Because they'll have to move through me constantly. Which is good for loads of reasons. Oh, I love that little... I love that. That looks really cool. I'm going to buy these grand mosques, I think.
You're going to run out of questions.
Still don't quite need this many people on food. Although, it's a close call, actually. So I might just shift someone back there so I don't have to think about that later. Maybe grab some vital infrastructures like walls for stability. This fountain provides me extra growth, so maybe I want to grab that. I think this city has loads of science, and actually, seeing as we are playing a scientific culture, might be a good idea to start improving my scientific stuff. Flip. Flip. Do a little bit of quick sim citying here while we wait. I wonder also actually an attach on Sapar might be a good idea. Losing a bit of stability. We give it Todaiji, right? Have any good food tiles? I'll place Todaiji down there. We'll queue it up, but maybe not build it just yet. And that should fix its stability in future. For now, I'm willing to push it. seeing as it's already below the 90%, there's no real downside to pushing it right down to 30%. At least not in the base game. Should double check in case that's been changed. Really stays between 30. Yeah, no, it looks like that is still the same. So that's fine. So I will sort of push it to its limits a bit more. By grabbing... Actually, the yields are pretty garbage. 1 population. Oh, this one's got 6 pop. Let's grab these 6 populations into Separ. Turn it into just a huge behemoth of a city with loads of people. It will tank its stability, so I'll just make sure... Here we go. Back up above 30. Nice. And we can just let it do its thing. Boom. I need to get those walls. I need to get those walls done and dusted. The walls in this mod pack are much better, in case you're just tuning in. They provide stability as well as defense, which makes so much sense. Garamantes would like to sign a coward agreement. Got a level 1 trader badge. I've got a level 1 merchant badge. While having this badge, nodes along its owner's trade route provide vision with a radius that increases per level of the badge. Cool. Sure, let's be non-aggressive with them. Build up a little bit of codependency. It pays to have a couple of people codependent on you, I find. Otherwise, world wars come out of nowhere. The Giga Alliance World War is absolutely a thing. Let's jump to their unique unit and the Cramlets, and then maybe move to 3-masted ship. Try and get the colony plan unlocked really fast. And again, maybe go for a burn down, replace, or something along those lines. Barracks provides stability. Let's have a look at the barracks. I should actually check all of these, to be fair. Vision plus vision. We've got the parade, which provides unit experience plus 5 fortification. Garrisons looked fairly standard. Bit of extra strength and vision. Been buffed, I should say. Cool. I don't know if I quite want to build them just yet, though. I feel like I should get my sciencey boys online first. Neomosis. Grab this. Yoink. Nice. Queue up some more science. We've got quite the production queue in a lot of these cities. So maybe an industrial culture would be a good idea moving forward. For the time being, I'm going to bounce down this way and get this island so the Olmecs can't get it. Or sorry, I should say, the Uxamites. Go you. Lockdown or bad consequences. Go lockdown. It's the New Zealand way. And jump back onto this island because I don't want them being in the ocean. Maybe just actually bring them back to the capital. I should have some capital defenders to act as deterrent more than anything. Grab this crappy island up here. Sure, why not? Grab this crappy island down here. Give me a minute and I will.
As feudal structures.
Ooh. Okay. The deeds. Should I sail around the world? No. Okay. Non-aggression pact. Again, I think this is the Coward's Pact if we sign it with the Uxamites. I'm gonna counter it back at them. If they want to pay for it, they can take it, but otherwise, no siree bob. Keep buying these gemstones to make myself secretly wealthy. Maybe not so secretly. 300 gold per turn. Money from army upkeep reduction. Upkeep reduction from army size +3. Army upkeep -24. So my army's costing me nothing in comparison to the sweet money we're making. Crappy Island. Should I rename it Crappy Island? Sure. Turn it into a city. We'll call it Crappy City. This island down here, actually, to be fair, I shouldn't throw too much shade at this one because this one looks brilliant. Crappy Island versus Brilliant Island. Yeah, the Greeks. I think this is not a coward agreement if we sign it with the Greeks, because the Greeks matter to us. They're making us wealthy. I'd trade every
Hail, friend.
stuff you. See more islands. Let's go have a look. The crappy island chain continues. It's a crappy archipelago at this point. Brilliant. Grab that. Influence? Grab that too. What he did. This is really good, of course, because it's going to provide horse sandwiches and copper to the people. Slam down a harbour. And maybe actually just turn it straight on to Leventa. Not be done with the presence of a hostile army. Yeah. Oh. Oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? They're not actually pillaging it. They're exhausted, peaceful mercenaries. We should probably move back that way just to check on them, though. Fuck you. Dear. Okay.
To safely travel the
Let's keep moving.
hungry oceans. You can cause trouble anywhere you want now.
Right.
And,
and with that, everybody, I'm afraid today's stream was always going to be a little bit of a short one, and I'm going to have to wrap it up here. However, just so you know, I will be streaming in 2 days' time on Sunday. It's my 1-year anniversary in the YouTube Partner Program, so I'm pretty excited about it. I won't have all the new gear for my setup quite yet, but we're still going to celebrate that anniversary. It's also a Sunday night, so hopefully it's a good time for loads of people to tune in. I'll make sure that I post a community post. I haven't quite decided yet what game to play, or maybe there should be multiple games. Maybe a Civ 5 Venice, a Humankind, and then some casual Elden Ring on Twitch at the end or something. I'm sort of brainstorming and thinking about how it might play out. So it's still a work in progress, but do stay tuned. On Sunday night GMT, we'll be doing it big. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome weekend. And I'd also like to say a big thank you to Hiru, to King of Toto, and that's it. Sorry, I thought there was a third person. I was building up to the third, but there wasn't one. Thank you both for resubscribing on Twitch. I really appreciate it. And Jeff Bezos loves the fact that you used your Amazon Prime. He really does. So thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have an awesome weekend. And hopefully, I will see you on Sunday. Take care, everyone. Oh, and I should say right at the end here, this mod pack is fantastic. It's going to require a lot more testing, but my early advice is you should go for it. It's absolutely brilliant. Link in the description, as always. Huge shout out to Dr. Kane. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.